why did most of the Espada die, as well as some of the characters who were on their side, like Chosen and Gin, while on the side of the Goji 13, no one died. These questions may have been raised often after the Arankara arc ended. Some might consider it a weak point of the arc, while others might view it differently. But why don't we look at one of Kubo's answers regarding this matter? Let's see what he said and try to discuss it point by point. So guys, one of the things that I love about the Bleach universe is hearing Kubo's words about his story. How he thought when he drew a particular chapter or came up with a specific idea. And we can find this in his interview included in the second data book. So they asked him, did anything change for you during the writing of the Arankara arc? Kubo said the following: when he started the Arankara arc, he planned it for it to have battles where the enemies die. In the Soul Society arc, no one died because the battles were battles of beliefs. But in the Arankara arc, he wanted to portray it as good versus evil, and thus most of the enemies were killed. Personally guys, what intrigued me the most about these words was the world of beliefs, and how the battles in the Soul Society arc revolved around the beliefs of each Shinigami, and this is what made the battles in the Soul Society arc some of the most remarkable, not only in Bleach but in the shonen world. There was someone about to be executed, and the question was whether you agreed with this decision, which embodied the Shinigami's justice and ancient laws that couldn't be broken or opposed, or if true justice dictated that the execution shouldn't happen. Perhaps this was one of the major themes of many of the Shinigami battles in the Soul Society arc, like the battle between Yamamoto and his students Kyorako and Ukitake, or one of my favorite battles, Ichigo vs Renji. Both of them believed Rukia shouldn't be executed, but each carried a side of the responsibility for what happened to her. So in each battle we saw Kubo's deep exploration of the Shinigami's characters' perspective on justice and their personal beliefs. As for the Arankara arc, Kubo decided to take a different path. He maintained his creative touch in creating new deeply layered characters, but placed them on a side depicted as evil. While the term evil may be relative and not fully reflect the true nature of some characters, like Stark. On the other hand, Kubo created characters that stood out by embodying evil aspects of human nature, like Nochira or Zaido Aporo. Thus, they seemed like characters that should be killed. And Kubo elaborated on his answer by discussing one aspect related to him, when he said that some characters die and have no chance of returning, portraying them in a way that makes them seem like they must be killed. However, as the creator, these characters remain alive in his mind, especially when he draws a scene and thinks about what that character would do in such situation. But in the end, the reason Kubo had many of the Espada killed is that he placed them on the side depicted as evil, and therefore some were portrayed as characters that had to be killed. Unfortunately, I believe some characters, despite having no evil traits, were killed simply because they were on that side. The most famous example again is Stark. And here I recall Kyorako's words. Stark initially had no intention of fighting and even suggested not fighting, but Kyorako told him that since he came here they had to fight because those were the orders. So what do you think guys? Do you agree with Kubo's answer regarding the fate of the Espada? Tell me guys your opinions in the comments and see you in my next video.